This is something I come across every day of the week, and it's something that we do need to tackle in terms of litter. And again, this is a step in the right direction. And that is, you probably know vape. So when I was growing up, there was no such thing as that. But vapes became very popular now. Obviously, there's ones you can basically just buy and use once and then just fuck them away, which is what's happening now. And obviously, every day of the week, I come across God knows how many a day. I don't actually keep count, but I say probably nearly 50 a day to be totally honest, because sometimes you're in the town centre, you're in the middle of the town, where loads of young people hang out in parks and things like that. You come across ridiculous amount, even on the side of the roads. You could come across 5 or 6 within a kilometre. Again, depending on what roads you're on, your side roads, your main roads, depending. But again, my point is you come across a good few. And obviously, it's a kind of a waste of first of natural resources and things like that to make something that you just have for 5 minutes and then throw it away and never use again. I'm sure people would agree it's not environmentally friendly. And again, I know people say that, oh, aim and wine, Jesus, no, don't start like aim and wine. But I'm sure people would agree that it's not good just to use it once and then fuck it away. We use and recycle. So that's what I'm saying to people. If you do use your vape, you'll buy one that you can constantly reuse instead of ones that you can just throw away and just fuck away and stuff like that. It's the same with disposable coffee cups. I'm in favour of banning them too, because the amount of them on the side of the road's not even funny. And again, you can get only coffee mugs that you can wash out and reuse to your heart's content. And it will reduce litter, reduce the amount of waste going into the landfill too. You have to think about that, because they all go, at the end of the day, when the rubbish is collected, the majority of that goes into a landfill and it's just lying in a landfill for God knows how long to eventually decompose. Or some for setting fire too. Yeah, again, we have to address that. We have to address that because it's not sustainable forever. Let's be fair, it's not sustainable forever. And the Green Party, you think the Green Party that'd be the first thing to ever do, instead of worrying about, we're going to tax people to hell and to back on the carbon tax. You think they'd be more worried about the small environmental things, the small differences you can make in the environment, the small differences you can make in communities that can make a real impact. But no, they just want every penny out of your pocket. It's in the carbon tax and giving out about cows farting. That's what the Green Party's all about. That's what they're all about. They're not worried about the litter. They're not worried about the legal dumping. They're worried about the people's pockets. They're taking out the money of the people's pockets, and they're not worrying about the small environmental issues that actually make a difference in society. They're not worried about. They're looking away because it's too much of a challenge for them to tackle. It's too hard for them to do. They don't want to work towards it. It's too much effort. So they just want to demand people to pay extra money or to bring you to court and send you to prison. That's basically it. They don't want to go out and do the hard work. And that's the Green Party nowadays. And that's the environmentalists nowadays. They don't want to go out and do the hard work. They sit at home on their keyboards. They don't do the hard work. They don't walk the walk. If that makes any sense. Anyway, going back after that, right? But I'm sure people will agree. It says just buying a vape and just fucking away under the street or something. Like, again, some people, and again, I do take my head off to these people that use the bin if they buy them, and that's the right thing to do. Have a bit of respect. Have a bit of respect for your community. Have a bit of respect. Think about the people who have to go and clean up after you. Even though it's a small vape, again, people have to go and clean up after you. I'm sure you wouldn't want to go and have to clean up after somebody. And again, it's just a bit of manners and it's a bit of respect for your community, your county, your country. I could go on and go forward. It's just and a bit of respect for yourself above all else, because again, if you could degrade yourself that much that you're willing to go and litter your county and litter your town or litter your village, or even if you're visiting the town or something, if you're going to bring yourself to that level, then you have to look at yourself in the mirror in the morning and say what's wrong with you. Let's just put it that way. But again, it's just about the bit of manners. That's all it boils down to. But again, I do support this. I think the government should have done this a long time ago, before when they were forced to introduce. I do remember when they were forced to introduce. People used them at school. I never smoked or vaped or anything. I'm happy. I'm more healthy for doing it. It's a waste of money in my opinion. But again, some people do it and don't try to do it. It's the freedom of speech. But at the end of the day, I'm sure people agree it's not much. It's not nonsensical to buy a vape and then just fuck it away. You might as well get one that you can constantly reuse. It makes more sense, doesn't it? Thank you.